All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited. This is going to be such an amazing experience. And I want to just say, welcome to Industry Week. We are so excited about Industry Week. We're excited about each and every one of you that's going to have an opportunity to meet our incredible and special guests. And we're excited about the life changing decision that you are going to be able to make. So come on into the room. I love engagement. I'm going to tell you right now, drop your cities, your states, your countries, and continents in. We'd love to shout you guys out. We're going to be getting started with this incredible lineup of speakers in just a moment. I want to make sure you have a chance to share this out to everybody that's on Facebook. Perhaps you're in a ton of Facebook groups. I mean, I believe everybody needs what we're going to be discussing on today. So take a moment and share it out. Let them know we are live and we are in color, and we're about to have a very powerful and impactful conversation with an incredible lineup of leaders that are really dominating in entrepreneurship, whether they are content creators, whether they are influencers, whether they are in the beauty industry. They're crushing it as entrepreneurs, yet they saw fit to be very open to getting started with us with AI technology, cryptocurrency, and digital marketing. And if that sounds like the type of conversation that you want to have, I'm sure those that you're connected to are going to want to be a part of this conversation as well. Now, let me just do a mic check really quick. Before we get started, drop 777s in the chat if you can hear me nice, loud, and clearly. I want to make sure that you can use the chat features, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook. Just drop 777s in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me well. And just to assure nobody misses out on this powerful information, I'm just going to make sure that our Facebook family is in the house, because I see YouTube is showing up, but I just need to be sure that Facebook is definitely in the house. All right, it looks like Facebook is also here. All right, drop 777s in the chat. Let me know you can hear me nice, loud, and clearly. And we're going to go ahead and maximize time and get started tonight. Once again, I have an incredible lineup of speakers that are entrepreneurs. They're in the beauty industry. Some of them are in several different industries, digital marketing, several different industries. And they're going to be sharing with you why you need a digital business. No matter what you do, no matter what your educational background is, why you need to be a part of this digital economy and why you need to be aggressive about getting started. Okay, I see those sevens are dropping in. I see those sevens are coming in. Virginia, we see you in the house as well. We got Dr. Logic Mix that's in the building. Y'all drop those nines in the chat to represent him. If you know, you know. All right. Listen, I don't want to delay. My name is Ambassador Dr. China Bethley. I'm the founder of Rich University. We are a faith-based accredited institution, and we've curated a community for affluent women and men to help them to elevate economically based on kingdom principles. And over the past decade, we've been able to have access to a whole new world of technology, resources, opportunities, communities, and collaborations that has absolutely just changed the game for so many people. If you're hearing about AI technology, it's not just a buzzword. Cryptocurrency is not something that is of the future. It is something that is now. And we want to put you in a position to really learn how money moves. Okay. You like the idea of being able to learn the type of things perhaps that you never learned in school, or just about the movement of money. Just put money moves in the chat, right? We need to learn this new digital reality that we're in. So we're going to be talking about digital assets. We're going to be talking about this digital economy. We're going to be talking about the fact that the future of business is digital. So what I want to do is I have a gentleman that I'm going to bring up. He's a barber. He's been in the beauty and barbering industry for quite some time. He'll be able to share his story, and he's going to just have some candid conversation. Why, as an entrepreneur, that he saw a great opportunity to be inside of this space. Our goal for Industry Week is for those of you that are out there right now. If you know anybody that's in the beauty industry, the barbering industry, anybody that you know that is an entrepreneur, a content creator, an influencer, you want to get them on the line because they're going to have an opportunity to hear from other leaders, industry leaders that are inside of their industries that are crushing it inside the digital space as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me bring up Mike C. Hey, Mike C, how you doing, my brother?
How you doing, Ambassador Dr. China? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. I see you moving and shaking. I already know we do what we do. And I love that we get to be parents, we get to be spouses, we get to be leaders. And we have to have, all of these different hats that we wear, no pun intended, because we definitely see you representing with that rich you had. But we also have to responsible about getting in position and not missing out on not just the conversations, but taking action with getting to the right side of this wealth transfer. I mean, so much is changing in our reality right now. There was one point in time where we paid cash for everything, right? And now we're seeing that we're literally taking our phones and tapping, to make a payment without even pulling out a debit card. So I want you to share a little bit about who you are. And I want us to segue and talk about why you believe it's so important that entrepreneurs, barbers, people in your position get involved aggressively inside of what we're doing with digital business.
Thank you for that opportunity, Dr. China. I would definitely say to those of my fellow beauty industry people, this is the place to be. This is the move. This is the wave of the future. This is what the future is going to be. Everything is becoming digitized. We know we used to get paid. We were all about getting the greenbacks back in the days. Then we came with the little square you could put in your phone and come and get paid. Everything is just the evolution of money, basically. The evolution of time, the evolution of the way the world is going. That's the things that a lot of people are going to be left behind. And if we don't move into the direction the way the world is going, a lot of us are going to get left behind. There was a time I can remember, just to piggyback a little bit off of being out when I used to have another job. I was a field supervisor, right? And I would try to help some of the people, some of the homeless people. And I used to tell them, it's going to come a day where even if you get this greenback, even if you get this dollar, you won't be able to go into the store and purchase anything because there won't be enough dollars, And just the way that the world is going right now, for my barbers, for my beauty industry people, we see the evolution. We see there's a lot of people that are moving with it. But if they don't get into a program, an organization like ours, this is the time to move. This organization, the Rich University, in cahoots with Eovia, this is the place. This is the platform. This is the move to make. So I urge those people who are in the industry like myself to come aboard, to come and see, come and taste what we have to offer.
Yes. I love that. Mike C, tell them a little bit more about what you do, how long you've been doing it, a little bit background so that somebody that's in your position could understand that, sometimes people, when they hear about all of this technology stuff, they feel like they got to be so savvy in these things. But I believe that we got to learn something new every single day. So if you're not savvy in technology, or you never known about the world of cryptocurrency, or you still haven't figured out what AI technology is, it's okay. But it's not okay for that to keep being your reality, knowing that our world is changing. So give them a little bit of background about who you are and what you do currently. And of course, you share with them already why you believe everybody should be doing something inside the digital space.
I kind of jumped the gun. You're right. First of all, let me go step back. My name is Alvin Cannon. I've been a barber. I'm in the barbering industry. I've been a barber over 30 years. However, currently I'm a truck driver right now. So I wear a few hats, and I'm in this digital market. I'm in this place and I'm loving it here. I'm loving it in this Rich University family. So another thing, just to add to it, as you stated, I'm so happy to be where I am right now. This is a great opportunity. The marketing business, the marketing industry is a great place to be. As I stated, I've been doing barbering over 30 plus years. I'm a trucker now. And it's a great opportunity for those who are in that trucking, whether it be trucking, whether it be barbering. It's a great opportunity for people who are in those industries to really tap in, because technology is the way of the world.
Wow, I love that as a trucker, as a barber, because you know a lot of people that's on here right now, they're serial entrepreneurs. Maybe they picked up a trade along the way. You got some people that got 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 5 jobs, and then you got people that spending time on social media like we are and literally getting paid to solve a problem, right? We're helping people's lives to be more convenient and easier. There's so many more people that want to work from the comfort of their home. There's so many more people that want to get paid online and they want to promote done for you products. You know, this is a world right now where we're hearing a lot about tariffs, and I'm sure we'll get into that conversation a little bit later. But I just want you to know that if you're watching, if you are an entrepreneur, this is the perfect opportunity to add this to you know, a digital arm to your business so you're not left behind and you're not antiquated. Mike C, thank you so much for being on. Thank you for sharing your testimony. I know you even got a testimony about your son and some incredible things that he's doing with just generational, you know, blessings that's coming into the family. So your yes didn't just impact you, but it impacted your son. How old is your son?
My son is 23 now.
What do you think got him interested in even wanting to do what you're doing here?
Well, he saw what I've been doing. He knows that I have been on him for a while about it, and I have been wanting to get him into it. He graduated college last year in May, and he's just been seeing the nightclub. Another thing that Rich U has to offer, the nightclub FX. You know, the Monday and Tuesday nights, he hear me and my wife be screaming about, "I hit, baby, I cleared everything, man." It was just so beautiful. He kept, "Dad, what you talking about? What you talking about? The nightclub? What's the nightclub?" I said, "Pop, get on, man. You need to get on so you can see." You know, and he got on, he said, "Dad, I want in." And he came in, Dr. China, he came in, and I mean, because I knew he was a whiz. I knew that he would soar in it. He came in, and I just want to share this with everybody. In 4 days, this young man cleared $11,000.
Okay.
In 4 days. You hear me? And I'm just so happy that he got into it. My wife is in it. I'm talking to my daughter about getting it. She's 13 years old. I want my daughter to get in it. You know, so like you said, just the family, getting your family involved, getting all your friends involved, because this is just the wave of the future. And you know, it's so easy. You know, it's not like you're gonna have to sit and learn Greek or anything like that. Just come and see. You know, yes. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to say too much, but when I tell you, I'm excited about it, Dr. China, and I love it. I love it.
That's right. I know that's right. That's amazing. Congratulations for your son. I gotta say this because you say he's 23 years old.
Yes.
A college student, he's in school. You know, the future, their minds are just different. Past results do not guarantee future profits. You know, there's so many different variables when you're talking about this digital economy. You know, somebody might sell a product that just go viral online and a lot of people start buying that product because it's in high demand. There's so many ways for you to tap in. Maybe it was a digital product that it wasn't physical, right? That you promoted on digital, on social media, but maybe it was an ebook or something, right? There's so many different ways that we show you inside of this space, leveraging AI technology, right? Leveraging learning about cryptocurrency, learning about the financial markets, and learning how to monetize your social media that you can actually begin to take advantage of this digital economy. So past results don't guarantee future profits. And of course, you got to be 18 years or over to get started. But I'll be honest, my son, who's 5 years old, is so inquisitive and so intuitive about what I'm doing that as a mom who's in this space, right, I don't have to leave it up to the schools to teach him about this digital reality. I could just share some things with him because I'm going to show something to you in a moment about what they're doing in other countries to make sure that their children are ready. But for those that are getting started with us, you got to be 18 years or over, and it's a global opportunity to absolutely help you to win. Listen, Mike C, thank you so much for being on. We're super duper excited about you and how you're impacting your family for generational blessings as well.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys, we're going to go over to Ms. Goldsmith. If you think that that was amazing, go ahead and just drop 7s in the chat, drop fire emojis in the chat, drop some diamonds in the chat. You know, we are applying pressure on all sides, and we're simply here to have some candid conversation, real people with real results about why they got started in this whole digital space and understanding that the future of business is digital. I want you guys to write that in the chat. The future of business is digital. If you have business right now, you're an entrepreneur, and no matter what you're doing, maybe you're standing behind a chair. Maybe you need to have an ebook to show other people how to do what you're doing successfully, right? Monetize the time that you're spending online. Maybe you need to leverage AI technology in helping you to successfully create those ebooks. And so I want to go over to a young lady right now for her to share her story about what she's doing in this space and how she's crushing it. And I'm talking about none other than Miss Miss Goldsmith. Hey, Miss Goldsmith, come on in, Queen. We love to hear from you.
Hi, Dr. Ambassador China. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be on the panel with everyone. Again, my name is Denarian Goldsmith. I have my own makeup business. I have my own line, and it is Makeup by Denarian. I've joined the space maybe November, January. I went to Vision 25, the conference, and it was absolutely amazing. I put my business on a shelf for a while before 2020 to have my husband step in with his business, which is Goldsmith Remedies. But in 2025, after going to this event and everyone, of course, talking about passive income, things of that sort, it just sparked something in me at that moment. Even though I set aside my business so my husband can step up with his, it's like, okay, it made me realize you have your own baby. And now you can take your baby back off the shelf for the passive income that you created within the Eovia. And now that passive income has now got me to take my business, which I started back in 2017 with the digital marketing. Now I'm able to, with the passive income ranking and goal with Eovia, I'm taking that money and I'm putting it in our digital marketing from my business, Makeup by Denarian. My last line, of course, I'm going to revamp my website coming up soon. It's an absolutely joy to be here in this space. And within 3 months of me and my husband being in this business, it has definitely turned our whole house around. Wow. For yesterday, for Easter, I'm normally, coloring eggs with the kids, but I had Dr. Curry's coloring book, and I printed out just some pages from the coloring book that's talking about crypto, AI, and we did a coloring contest. Wow. And they were learning about crypto.com. They were learning about Ethereum. They were learning about Cosmos. They also had some XRP. So now within this space, I'm now teaching my grandkids, and they're understanding what generational wealth is. They're understanding now how to build a digital wallet just within this space. And I have actually now, just looking back at it, I can take this and pass this on not only to them, but they can now pass this to their children. I'm just so happy to be in this space. And if you're thinking about coming in, you definitely want to come and get rich with us, because you just won't be joining for you. You'll be joining for your family and your legacy to come.
Wow, that is so amazing, Ms. Goldsmith. I know over the last few months we had an opportunity to connect quite a bit, and it's been absolutely amazing seeing you at Imagination Conference and then at our mastermind that we just had. But what I love about what you're doing is that when you're developing these skills, the skill is not just for you. You mentioned the coloring book. That was a digital product that was created leveraging AI technology, talking about cryptocurrency in a coloring book. We don't have to leave our children out of our journey. We could allow them to start learning tidbits just from our own experiences, which is absolutely powerful. So I love that, yesterday you were able to not just do what you would normally do, but educate them while they were still on leisure, have them to start being inquisitive and intuitive about what does this mean and what does that mean? I think it's so beautiful that we really do get to be a part and at the forefront of this digital revolution. So thank you so much for sharing. You did a phenomenal job as a makeup artist and someone who has a beauty business of seeing the value of being inside of this space. I want to take a moment and share my screen really quick while you're still here, because the things that you touched on, and even similar to what Mike touched on as well, when it comes down to the next generation, look at what's happening in other countries. I think it's important that we see these things. So let me just see if I can move this and then put it back. What's happening in other countries is you have other countries that are making it mandatory, mandatory for their children at 6 years old are going to be required. So every kid in China will be required to learn AI starting September 1st, and it will be required for 6 years old. So that is something that is very important for us to pay attention to. That might not be a requirement in the United States, but I do believe as parents that we need to be not just having that conversation, but learning from the future. Because if you give a child your phone, chances are they know how to configure your phone better than you do. And so I think that's important to pay attention. If a child can do this, how much more you? So if you're watching right now and you're on the sideline and you have not gotten into this space, I'm telling you right now, whoever you're watching this from, you definitely want to make a decision and say, I can't get off of this line and go back to doing what I'm doing, understanding that a lot of these jobs are being replaced by AI technology. I can't just only do what I've always done. I got to do more. And if you know that you want to do more and you're ready for more, be sure to get back with the person who invited you. They may have shared this to their Facebook page. There may be a link somewhere in it. You want to get back with them because that's how you will have access into Rich University. Thank you so much for being on, Ms. Goldsmith. We're going to go over to the next speaker. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the value that you added today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on over to Rhonda Dreyer. I'm super excited that this queen is here. She's going to just share with you why she decided to get involved in Rich University, why she decided to make sure that her business was digital, to not miss out on this digital revolution. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing, queen?
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much, Dr. China. Good evening, everybody. Look, you've heard it from Mike C. You've heard it from Goldstein. You've heard it from everybody. But I want you all to understand that digital is here. It's here right now. If you have that phone, all of us have a phone somewhere. You might be watching it right now from this phone. But understand there is money in that phone and understanding how to leverage it. Digital marketing. I've been a serial entrepreneur, and I say that loosely, right? Serial entrepreneur. I've been in real estate. I've done clothing lines. I've done marketing agencies, fitness brands. And the one thing that I've always learned was automation, right? We just learned that 6 years old, you're going to start learning AI technology. That's artificial intelligence. If you don't know what that means, hop on Google, use that same smartphone and go Google AI technology and see that it's in almost everything, from things like Canva all the way to ChatGPT. People, doctors' offices are using it. Lawyers are using it. People are using it to draw up contracts, right? Build things online just with ChatGPT because it's automated. We are in an automated digital space. You don't want to get left behind. I promise you. When I seen this opportunity with Dr. China and Rich University, I knew that it made sense because, again, I've been in the space for over 15 years as a serial entrepreneur. And the two things that I've learned is that you need capital and you need automation. Those two things are the two things that you need to win and be successful in this space, in life and where we are, right? Capital is the number one thing. You want to start that business, you want to start the food truck, the barbershop, whatever it is, you need capital, right? And we don't want to exchange your time for money. You want to create some way for your money to make you more money. And that's the biggest part where automation is going to come in. How can you go on vacation with your family? How can you make money in your sleep? How can you do the things that you want to do and you're still making money? You have to have some type of automation. So you have to have capital and you have to have automation. If you can drop capital in the chat, if that makes sense for you, drop capital in the chat, right? Because when Dr. China came to me and she said, Queen, and you know how she talks, right? Queen, this is what you need. And I said, you know what, Dr. China, it makes sense. You don't have to convince me because I know that it makes sense. And that's the reason why we're doing this, right? We're doing this industry week because we want to show you that no matter what industry you're in, that you need those two things: digital marketing, you need automation, you need capital, you need those things to succeed. So that's exactly why I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sharing this with you. We say, come and get rich with us because you're going to love it here, right? And that's exactly what we mean. So Dr. China, thank you so much for just being a vessel for this information and sharing it and being able to just spread the word and allowing people to see people who look just like them and show them what's possible.
Wow, I appreciate you. That's so powerful. I love what you said, capital. You know, so many people, they sit on the sideline and they said, man, you know, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that, but they don't have the capital. And I think the worst thing that we could do is allow what we need to stop us forgetting what we need, right? In other words, don't let money be the thing to stop you from making more money. Identify that that's a problem and identify what the solution is. Because I believe when they see what it takes to get started, they could go figure it out. I know when I got started in this industry, my back was against the wall financially, but my dream was bigger than my problems and my challenges. My vision was bigger than the things that I was dealing with in my current site or my reality in that moment. And I knew something had to change. So I was looking for community, people that I could learn from. I was looking for real opportunities from real people that was going to give me real results. And I believe what it is that we provided is a safe space for beginners to people that are even experts to be able to utilize AI technology so that they can gain that automation, but also to leverage even their time on social media so that they can monetize it. I mean, people are making a ton of money off of social media every day. And then there's somebody else that's endlessly scrolling and they making a dime complaining, right? Cryptocurrency, man, what we have inside of Rich University and with our partner company that we're going to be talking about in just a moment is phenomenal. I'm going to show you some of the resources, some of the assets, and how you can actually position yourself to win. So with that being said, Rhonda, thank you so much for your partnership. I mean, you do so many different things in so many different industries, and you do them very, very well. And I know one of the things that you're looking for is, and that helps you decide, is longevity. You know, your reputation, everybody that I come in contact with you, they just love how sound you are in your decision making. They love, you, their parents love you, their family love you. And I'm excited that your initiative is really to help people because it's in alignment with ours to impact nations and generations around the world. Any final remarks before we continue on?
Absolutely. That's right. I think you said it all. And, just the longevity was the biggest part. When we see so many things come across our desk, especially 2025, there are things everywhere. And you have to be careful what you attach yourself to, what you put your family in front of, what you invest your money in. You have to make sure that it makes sense and that it's going to be around for the long run. And that's exactly what I found here. And I'm planting my feet. I'm going to run this thing till we can't run it anymore. And I implore anybody, if you're looking for it, you found it. The answer is here. You found it. So thank you, Dr.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Thanks so much for being on. I'm super duper excited. We have a few more speakers that are going to be coming up, and I'm going to share some slides with you guys in between that time. In fact, I'm going to pop up some slides really quick to just show you a little bit about the platform that we decided to partner with and why we decided to partner with that platform and how you can absolutely benefit from what it is that we're doing by putting yourself in a position. The one thing that I can tell you that is important in any business is timing and positioning, okay? Timing and positioning, but even more important, divine timing and positioning. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing right now of how you need to get into divine timing and positioning with us, because obviously the conversation all around us right now is about, cryptocurrency, the financial markets. Now you have the government that's fighting over who's going to be the cryptocurrency capital of the world. So what you have here is Rich University. Our community offers you mentorship, and we have a system in place that our community and mentorship is now partnered with an incredible company by the name of Eovia. Now, Eovia is an amazing, amazing opportunity that's providing educational tools and the opportunities for the modern world. So if you feel like, I don't really know what's going on with AI technology and cryptocurrency. And one of the things that I say about cryptocurrency is that you don't want to just get involved for profitability. You also want to get involved in a community for protection. You want to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of by a lot of these things that kind of come around that sounds good, but there's no sound foundation in it. We provide you real education. We have real resources. We have real apps. We have real educators. And more importantly for me, I've been doing this now for a decade. Now, Eovia, the word itself is a very powerful word. It actually means the path to greatness. And so if you are where you are, but you know that you want to go to where you want to be, then this is the vehicle that you need as your path to greatness. Eovia is actually two words that are broken down. The Japanese part of the word Eo, or the word Eo is a Japanese word that means greatness, and the via is a Latin word that means path or way. So essentially, this is your pathway to greatness. And one of the things that we've been talking about over the duration of this call so far is really how we can help you to get to the right side of money. Essentially, our goal inside of Rich University is to help you to get to the right side of money by leveraging trillion-dollar industries. There's a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. If you're familiar with him, just drop 777s in the chat. Right? Robert Kiyosaki, he's an economist, he's a best-selling author. This guy is doing some incredible things, and he really understood the 4 ways that money is really flowing. So he created something called the cash flow quadrant. And no matter who you are, where you are, or what you do for a living, you fall somewhere in this quadrant. So what you have here is the left side of money, and then the right side of money. Now, on the left side of money, you have what we call 95% of the world's population, but only 5% of the world's wealth. These are your employees and those that are self-employed, right? But then on the right side of money, you have 95% of the world's wealth, but only 5% of the world's population. So the question should be right now is, what do they know that I don't know yet? I want you to just write that down for those of you that's taking notes. What do they know that I don't know yet, regardless of the educational system that you grew up in? Because I can tell you, most people are in the employee quadrant, not because they desire to work the way they work, or not even because they desire to do the job or occupation that they have, but they're in this quadrant because our educational system has done a really good job at telling you what you wanted. They told you to go to school. They told you to get a good education so that you could get a good job, so that hopefully after 40 years, you could retire off of 40% of what you could not even survive off of the whole 100%. Now, it's 2025. I just want you to know you got options, okay? Then you have those that are self-employed. I found myself as an adult, most of my adult life, as a cosmetologist doing hair in the beauty industry. And I absolutely love beautifying women. But if I'm very honest, in 2008 and 2009, when the real estate bubble burst, though I was not in real estate at that time, I was affected. There was a domino effect to my clients who were realtors, whose husbands were contractors. Some of them were brokers. And so they were not coming to get their hair done. So my income was also impacted. The interesting thing about the self-employed quadrant is that your doctors and lawyers are also on the left side of money. Now, if I would have told my parents that I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer when I was young growing up, automatically we assumed that that meant success. But in 2025, the harsh reality is that most doctors and lawyers, what we do know for sure is there's many of them are stuck with a lot of student loan debt, and they're working to figure it out. So now we want to introduce you to the right side of money, where your business owners are. Your business owners, the significant difference here is that they have systems that are in place. We have systems that save us time, energy, and money. And that's what we want to help you to do. If you're on right now thinking, I need more time, I need more money, I'm telling you, you need systems, okay? You need systems that you can leverage. You need community that you can learn from. So our goal tonight is to help you to, number one, become a business owner so you can have systems working for you. And then once your business is cash flowing, become an investor. We have several different industries that you can learn about. You can learn about investing into different markets like stocks and crypto. You can learn about the foreign exchange market. You can learn about even how to invest into your own brand online with digital marketing, right? So first you start a business, you get that business cash flowing, and then you start investing. Many of you are hearing about different, we think about a franchise. So one of the things that we do inside of Rich University is give you the opportunity to basically franchise $1 billion tech company. Imagine having the opportunity to franchise a McDonald's, or even have an opportunity to do what Amazon is doing right now. Amazon is basically selling us products that it did not create, okay? It's not many products on Amazon that Amazon actually made, yet Amazon is a conglomerate that's making a ton of money off of promoting products that other people created. What if you had an opportunity to promote done for you digital products? One of the things that I can tell you that's powerful about that is you wouldn't have to worry about the tariffs. There are some people right now in e-commerce, they're concerned about the increased tariffs and how it's going to affect the American people and who that cost is going to be passed on to. So we want to make sure that you're leveraging this digital reality by putting yourself in a position. And then what about Kai Cenat? This is a gentleman who has leveraged subscription-based models. How many of you have, for example, a Netflix subscription, an Amazon Prime subscription? So we know that these subscription-based models absolutely work, and we want to put you in a position for it to work for you. Now, once again, when we think about things like artificial intelligence, financial markets, cryptocurrency, digital marketing, e-commerce, these are not just buzzwords. The world that we're living in right now is constantly evolving. Now, my question to you is, are you evolving at the same pace as the world around you? One of the things that you heard them talk about tonight is our amazing nightclub. Now, in our nightclub, we get Pipsy in the nightclub and not tipsy in the nightclub. is absolutely amazing. That's going to put yourself in a position to prosper and allow you to level all the way up by getting in a session in real time with other students, right? That are leveraging the access that we have with tools and resources and apps that show you how to monetize and maximize these financial markets. Okay. So that's Monday and Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tonight, when you get started, okay, somebody comment tonight, when you get started tonight, you're going to have an opportunity to join us in the nightclub. And I'm going to tell you right now, the nightclub is absolutely where it's at. So just a quick recap, what we provide to you in our educational avenues is an opportunity to learn about things like foreign exchange, how to trade inside of the largest financial markets in the world. The foreign exchange market is a $6.7 trillion daily market. You want to learn how to get in the way of the flow of these markets. The next industry that we have for you is stocks and crypto. You're hearing a ton about stocks, a ton about cryptocurrency, and now you have an opportunity to get in position. Digital marketing and e-commerce, how you can take the time that you're spending on social media and absolutely monetize it. And then personal development. I believe in order for you to really grow to the next level, you have to become the highest version of yourself. And so some of you may be a little stuck just because of the mindset shift that you need to have. Okay. And then of course we offer you travel, because one thing that I know is once you learn the way money moves and you have an opportunity to gain that wisdom and knowledge, you're going to want to enjoy the fruits of your labor traveling around the world, but you're going to want to do it at a membership discount. Okay. Imagine being able to go to France for $919 for an entire week, or going to Austria for $343 for a week, right? Canary Islands for $363, and then United Kingdom for $343. I mean, the idea of being a digital influencer, promoting done for you digital products while traveling around the world and giving you and your family incredible discounts for membership, that just sounds attractive to me. So listen, with that being said, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. I'm going to allow a few more of our incredible guests to come back up on for us tonight, so that you can hear more about how you can absolutely get rich with us, so that you don't have to see this on the sideline, but you can absolutely get in position. All right, so let me just see who's coming up next. Coming up next, we have none other than Dr. Isabel Ventura. All right, Dr. Izzy. 1 second, I'm wanting to pull you up here, but let's see.
Hi, Dr. China, can you hear me?
Hi, Dr. Izzy. Oh,
what's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can. It feels like it's a lag.
It is a lag. We're working through it. We're pushing through it. It's just so many more people getting on here. We're making it happen. I'm gonna let you go because I think you're good. Tell us a little bit about who you are, Queen, and what you do.
Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Isabel. I hope you guys can hear me well. Praise the Lord. I am Director of Communications for Rich University, and I am excited. And honored to be here today because, guys, this is where it all started for me. I'm actually a licensed nail technician since 2019, and it all started as a desire and a dream to just do beautiful nails, because I used to get my nails done all the time since I was 16, guys. And let me tell you, for some reason, they never did it the way I wanted to. There was something about it. I just felt like there was something missing. So what I decided to do was go learn how to do it myself, right? And when I had my daughter, it was just like it was a moment. Can you hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me well.
Yes, we can.
One in the chat if you guys can hear me, just to make sure. Okay, pretty. Awesome. So yeah, so when I had my daughter, I just was like, I want to do this, right? And I went ahead and I literally went to take a class without knowing nothing about it. And then I went to school. I know I did it backwards. But what ended up happening is that I got connected with a very prominent company. And I got connected to the director of the beauty collection industry. And she was the one who was making it all happen. And she became my teacher, to be quite honest with you. And I fell in love with the industry. Well, fast forward, guys, what I realized about that moment is that there was something birthing inside of me. And what was that? It was entrepreneurship. And I've already done it little here and there, but this really took me over the edge because now I wanted to do nails. So once I was licensed, I created my own brand. In terms of my business, I started doing it from home because my baby was small. Right, my baby was small. But one thing I can tell you is this: the industry is amazing. You can make a lot of money, but one thing I learned really quickly is that we have seasons to this. Right? There's moments where it's really good, and then there's times where, you know what, it's not so profitable, and that's okay. Correct? That's okay. Why I say this? Because having a network like Rich University allows you to have multiple streams of income. It allows you to be able to do this and that, to be able to fund your dreams, to be able to fund that for me, it's that beauty spot that I always wanted to do. Right? You're able to connect. You're able to connect what we're doing now with AI, what we're doing with learning systems and learning different things. And you're able to now be able to make money while you make money. Right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you guys. What I'm saying here is that we have to understand that the way that the world is moving right now, you don't want to be left behind. Now, from what I understand, the nail industry was one of the not so common. It was like, well, we'll see how long it lasts. Well, today, guys, I'm telling you, it is growing per second. When I'm telling you, if you think about AI, right? And AI is building software every single second. Well, now, guys, we're talking about having AI tools in the beauty industry. I mean, this is huge. So we want to make sure that we are learning, that we are ahead of the curve because we don't want to stay behind. I don't know if you remember the time when you used to go do your nails or your hair and you paid cash. Now it's all digital. It's digital, guys. We're in a digital era, and it's only going to get better. This is not something to be afraid, but something to be excited about, right? The AI software is like over 300 billion. But guess what? When we talk about the nail marketing, it's projected to really be over 9 billion. We're not going anywhere. So when you connect these things together, whether it is being a nail tech or a hairstylist, whether it is having your own barbershop, what we're talking about here is not this or that, but combination. And that's what Rich University gives you. It gives you the opportunity, guys, to be able, like I said before, to fund your dreams. Okay. Wow. It gives you the opportunity to grow, elevate. We're not only talking about different softwares, different technologies, but we're also talking about getting better with your business, learning where to get fundings, learning how to create your digital shop online. We're talking about having access, guys, to being able to travel with discounts. It's endless. And then we have educators and we have trainings. And guys, we don't even have to say, this is not about selling. What I'm telling you is it's the best decision that I've ever made. And I'm telling you right now, guys, you are just going to love it here. So if I were you, I would get with the person who invited you. And I would say, listen, I don't know how to get started, but I want to get started now. Because one thing I don't want to do is be left behind. Dr. China, I hope that was helpful because I'm telling you right now, I am excited each and every day to come in here and learn and grow and earn with every single one of you guys.
Absolutely. I hope you guys can still hear me well. Obviously, technology does what technology does. There's a ton of people that are on. They're excited. Let me know. Can you hear me, Izzy?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. I'm not sure if they can hear me on the front end, but I'm glad you can hear me here. That's a phenomenal testimony of being in the beauty industry as a nail tech and now being able to still be inside of a space like this, but seeing how even the nail tech industry is being revolutionized by AI technology is absolutely powerful. If you guys can hear me in the chat, y'all go ahead and just let me know that you guys can hear me. Drop your favorite emoji in the chat, drop some fire flames in the chat if you guys can hear me well. I am just working on the computer. I'm not sure if I will be able to pull up the slides again, but we want to continue on to some of the other speakers that are on. You guys can hear me loud and clear. Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So we're gonna keep doing what it needs to do. So let me just see Dr. Isabel Ventura, how we can get up the next person, because for some reason on my side is a bit frozen. So I don't know if is it frozen for you, Dr. Izzy?
I can see you perfectly well and I can hear you perfectly well, but I can remove myself from stage if you want. And
Oh, okay. Let's
Okay.
see how that works. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super duper excited. I know you're excited. If you've not shared this out with somebody, you need to share it out. Our goal tonight is to allow you to hear real people with real results and how they decided to, as entrepreneurs, content creators, people inside the beauty space, get started with a digital opportunity, right? They got started inside this space, and they're really excited about being able to learn new skills with AI technology, cryptocurrency, and even how to monetize social media. Let me see. We have another phenomenal speaker that's coming up that is absolutely crushing it. This is a gentleman who's doing some phenomenal things as an entrepreneur, but that is inside this digital space as well. So I want to just check to see really quick if we have Lamont Darden that made it up. Hey, Lamont, are you on with us?
Yes, Ambassador Dr. Chana, how you doing? Good evening, everyone.
Amazing. Pushing through this technology. We're going to make it do what it do. We don't make excuses over here. We get it done. So I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Phenomenal. Thanks for asking. Come on in. Let us know a little bit more about what you do, who you are, what you do, what industry you're in, and why you decided to get started with us in Rich University, to really have access to a digital business in this economy.
All right. Thank you. First off, just want to say thank you, Ambassador Dr. China, for this platform, to your husband, Dr. Andre Bethany, for creating this space. Just like she said, everyone, my name is Lamont Darden. I am a retired Marine Corps veteran. And like she said, I'm also a barber, but my title is a master cosmetologist. So I've been in this space. I've been cutting hair since I was probably about 13. I used this skill to make side money while in the military. And when I became retired, I said, hey, this is something that I can do to continue making money for my family on the side. Because like y'all heard before, we got to have multiple streams of income. So I took the opportunity to go to school and get my license. Not only do I, like I said, not only do I barber, I do women hair as well. I like to master in natural hair, press and curls, and things of that nature. So I got into this space maybe about 6.5 months ago. This was a space that I always seen on TV, and it caught my eye. But I thought it was forbidden for people that look like us to get into it, or you had to have a lot of capital in order to get into this space. But when my mentor, Dr. Curry, brought this to my attention, I said yes right away. Um, and it's been the best move I made ever since. So, a quick cap on my time here. Um, I remained a student the whole time while being in this space. Like I said, we do trading, and I waited a whole 30 days before I took my first trade because I wanted to know that I knew what I was doing. I didn't just want to throw money away because life is life. So I went into student mode. Um, when I became confident, I took still skeptical. I'm gonna be real, still skeptical. I took $100 and
Oh,
I
wait.
turned 100.
So before you share that, because let me tell y'all
Uh,
something, it gets real saucy on the back end. We on the front end today.
okay,
I already know because I know your testimony. Because
yeah.
Mike C called me with it, but we get real saucy on the back end. So here's what I want you to do, just for compliant reasons. you was able to take and obviously multiply it. But let's find a
Yeah.
way. Let them reach out to you if they're interested, right? Whoever you're watching this from, I want you to say this to them. Go ahead and DM them and say, I want to know the details of that gentleman's testimony. I'm ready to get started, or I have a question, so you can get that on the back end, because we want to make sure that we can continue to do this type of information. And I get it. I would love to flash you guys all the results. That's why we say come on to the nightclub so you can see the details and see the results. But go ahead and continue to share some of the things that you were able to learn and how you were able to grow, Lamont.
Okay. Thank you. So without giving you numbers, let's just say that I was able to multiply that 100 times over, and with that capital, you Ambassador Turner, you held a class, a session that I was invited into, and it inspired me to dream bigger. I had things on my plate. I had stuff that I had stored away, ideas that I had, and it inspired me to go back. So I took that capital and I became an inventor. So I have a patent pending on a product within our barber industry.
That's powerful.
And yeah, and it gets better. So like I said, this space has been nothing but fruitful for me and my family. Um, this space has also helped generate the finances to become a first time homeowner, which I'll be closing soon because of this
Wow.
space.
That's amazing. Y'all got to throw some love in the chat for that. I don't know if you guys heard it. He said this space has allowed him to become a first-time home owner, and he's preparing to close. When you think about your goals, your visions, your dreams, when you think about the things that you want to do in your life, you got to start making decisions strategically and get in alignment divinely with those who are basically paving the way for you. He shared with you that he's been in this space for about 6.5 months, had no prior experience, but he decided to be a student. And I get 30 days don't sound like a long time, but sometimes depending on the perception that people share with you, you think you can kind of just get in here and overnight. He studied, he dedicated every class he showed up to, and he was very intentional about applying what he learned. And so he was able to take a relatively small account, because I'm gonna be honest, when you're trading in the largest financial markets in the world, it's typically not designed for $100, a couple of $100, let alone just 100. So, everybody's experience is going to be different. Past results never guarantee future profits. And ultimately, our goal is to help you to develop skills that nobody will ever be able to take away from you. So with that part being said, I want you all to just say congratulations on the fact that he's preparing to close on his home. He came in this space, developed a new skill, became an inventor, and now preparing to close on his first property. That's absolutely amazing. If nothing else happens, you came, you saw, and you conquered. Okay, you came here to do exactly what you came here to do. So I'm excited that you decided to come and get rich with us, and it sounds like you absolutely love it here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have enjoyed this so far, thank you once again, Lamont. If you guys have enjoyed this so far, I'm telling you right now, how do you get started? What does it take? I want to encourage you guys. It's a 3-figure decision to get started. It's less than $300 for you to make a decision to basically start your own done-for-you digital product franchise. Like, you get to franchise a company that already has the credibility, that's already created a ton of success stories, that already has the longevity, that's not here to just kind of dangle something right now and then you don't know if tomorrow, next week, or whatever. No, we've actually paved the way. We are probably the reason that most of your favorite mentors even know about the world of foreign exchange, right? We've been able to do something that's incredible because of the assignment that God has called us to. And I'm excited to invite you to come and get rich with us, rich in mind, right? Rich in ideas, rich in creativity. We can't guarantee what's going to happen for you financially, because I don't know what your work ethic is, right? But we give you an opportunity to build a global distribution line. Imagine being able to start a business where the products that you promote are in high demand. And you didn't have to create the products, but the value of the products were extreme. And every time somebody said yes, you got paid. So we help you to get started, we help you to get onboarded, and we help you to come and succeed inside of this space. So I want to encourage you to get back with the person that invited you here. Let them know what you like most about what you heard. Get their unique link, all right, and get started. We have a full compensation plan that breaks down how you get paid. But because the internet is moving a little different right now, I want to encourage you to get with the person that invited you to the call. They'll send you the details of the compensation plan for those of you that know you want to build a global distribution line. For those of you that want to know what type of earning potential this opportunity provides to you to promote these products, and how you could position yourself for what I call divine timing and positioning. Why do I say that? The world is looking for what we have right now. They're looking for cryptocurrency and ways to learn about it. They're looking to learn about AI technology. They're looking for ways to monetize social media. And they definitely want to travel around the world on a discount. We offer you those opportunities. So I want to encourage you to come and get rich with us, because you're definitely going to love it here. Thanks so much for being on. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.